Loud.
Joseph Maldonado Passage. He's the eccentric, big cat-loving private zoo owner in an escalating feud.
He's obnoxious.
Hello, welcome to my video. My name is Joe Exotic and I'm the Tiger King. As you can see, I got a big ass tiger as a pet, and I hate Carol fucking Baskin. Bitch.
And then we mentioned that he's a gay zookeeper.
Beat that bitch, the coronavirus.
Yes, Tiger King is all that. The hit Netflix series garnered millions of people watching his loud, crazy shenanigans on there. Wow, you won't believe, but Rise and Fall of Tiger King starts right now.
Yeah, so this series has taken our social isolation by storm and has remained on the top of Netflix's content for days. The series follows Joseph Maldonado Passage, who goes by Joe Exotic.
Hello everyone, welcome to our new edition of Viral. I'm your host as always, Ken Diggs here. Glad you're here to join us on Viral as we talk about Tiger King, A Rise and Fall. Well, we know that the hit Netflix series Tiger King, Murder, Mystery, and Mayhem is just that. It's just the most, and madness, I'm gonna say, man, it was the most breakout show out of Netflix coming out this past month. And it shed some light on this exotic, flamboyant zookeeper who does things a little bit out of the normal, but he cares for tigers and he has a hatred for one lady named Carol Baskins. All right, join in the conversation using the hashtag Viral here on Connect. Don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe, Miss Karen. We talk about Tiger King, The Rise and Fall. All right, what is everyone's talking about? What the world is talking about? Well, a little over on Netflix, as Joe Exotic gets his 15 minutes of fame as a subject on the new docuseries on Netflix called Tiger King, Murder, Mayhem, and Mystery, and Madness. The series has gained popular attention on the streaming service and gained the show America's new guilty pleasure to watch, and sat down to enjoy this sideshow, freak show type of world order that is Tiger King. All right, let's look back at some highlights of the show with this.
People are nuts, man. And I might be one of them people.
It's the Netflix series everyone is talking about.
There's not every day that a zookeeper went to prison for murder for hire.
Tiger King, the salacious, scandalous, and very bingeable true crime docuseries looking into the world of big cat breeding at private zoos,
my little girl Bubble,
animal rights activists,
hey, all you cool cats and kittens,
and Joe Exotic.
My name's Joe Exotic and this is Sarge,
who had hundreds of tigers, lions, and other big cats living right in his backyard. Real name Joseph Maldonado Passage. He's the eccentric, big cat-loving private zoo owner in an escalating feud with an animal rights activist, Carol Baskin.
Joe Exotic is accused of paying a person to murder Carol Baskin.
Tiger King has a uniquely captive audience. Millions with nowhere to go as they self-isolate to fight the coronavirus.
This is the strangest sort of escapist television.
And it's the #1 trend on Twitter. Tiger King ruling the social media world. Stars like Jared Leto posting pictures dressed up like Joe Exotic, and Cardi B wants to free the Tiger King, tweeting, quote, "About to start a GoFundMe for Joe, he shall be free."
It's a little bit concerning for me that people who have seen the series walk away feeling that Joe should be sprung from jail.
But amid the cultural celebration, some opposition. Namely from Howard and Carol Baskin, the husband and wife unhappy with the way they're portrayed in the series, claiming they were deceived by the filmmakers from the very beginning.
In my view, the biggest con artists of them all were Eric Goode and Rebecca Chaiklin. I believe they are devoid of integrity, don't care about the animals, and clearly do not care about the truth.
The directors responding to GMA about the Baskins' objections.
What Carol and Howard are doing in terms of raising awareness about the issue of big cats in captivity, they should be applauded for. I hope
Tiger King become America's guilty pleasure. Now, if you've seen the 7-part series, you've followed Joe Exotic, where he is a zookeeper in Oklahoma, and he has GW Zoo, which is a compound zoo, and he turned it into a tiger zoo, breeding tigers. Well, he faces severe backlash and criticism from a woman named Carol Baskin from Tampa, Florida. Well, Carol Baskin ain't no saint herself. A lot of people think she is and stuff. Well, Tiger King has pure hate and this disgust for Carol Baskin, but she is similar to Tiger King because she is somewhat like a zoo owner herself, a zoo conservative. Well, let's take a look at how the outburst is for Tiger King's pure hatred for Carol Baskin. Watch this.
Hello, welcome to my video. My name is Joe Exotic, and I'm the Tiger King. As you can see, I got a big-ass tiger as a pet, and I hate Carol fucking Baskin. Bitch. I'm here today to tell you Joe's top tips for staying at home in the coronavirus epidemic. I don't want y'all getting that virus. That virus is the second worst thing out there behind Carol fucking Baskin. That's the worst thing you could ever run into in the wild. Number one thing that I think you should buy is loo roll, because I need to wipe my ass on a daily basis, and I think you should too. But hell, it's important that you don't buy 45 rolls. Who the fuck needs that? So let me tell you, if you don't need it, put it back. Point number 2 for you ladies and gentlemen, you gotta wash your hands. After every time you eat, you pee, or for you naughty boys out there, every time you petting your own line, you know what I mean. You gotta wash those hands. Alright, for Joe Exotic's point number 3, you gotta stay at home. I'll admit, I got it pretty good. Right here, I got lions to play with. And if y'all looking for a place to stay and you're between the ages of 17 and 25 and a hot young guy, you can stay here too. Alright, well there you go, folks. If you do all that stuff, then together we can beat that bitch, the coronavirus.
Baskins, the subject of Tiger King, I think episode 3, they talk about her, sitting around her about her life story, and she talked about just about anything that she gets her, things, her outbursts and stuff, and his outbursts. Well, news has circulated that Carol Baskin may have her cold case reopened about her late husband. And a lot of people, including Baskin, ain't too happy about it. Watch this.
If you have not watched the wildly popular Netflix docuseries Tiger King, what are you doing with your life? You might want to tune out now because we have updates and celebrity thoughts.
Yeah, so this series has taken our social isolation by storm and has remained on the top of Netflix's content for days. The series follows Joseph Maldonado Passage, who goes by Joe Exotic, as he attempts to claw his way to the top of America's big cat community with his zoo.
He is currently serving a 22-year sentence for a murder for hire plot to kill his rival, who's an animal activist and big cat lover named Carol Baskin. She has slammed the series, saying their only goal was to be as salacious and sensational as possible. In the series, now she is depicted as Joe's arch nemesis. They don't really showcase her facility as a sanctuary, as she calls it. There's also a section that raises questions about the disappearance of her husband. Many fans now believe that she had some involvement in that.
Yeah, there's a lot to unpack with the whole series, but co-directors and writers Eric Goode and Rebecca Chaiklin responded to Baskin in the Los Angeles Times, saying she wasn't coerced into speaking about any of the things she discusses in the series. Goode also claims that Baskin had a lack of intellectual curiosity to really go and understand or even see these animals in the wild. Wow, that's a really shocking thing to hear. But actually, after watching the series, you do kind of wonder what Carol's whole motive in all of this is. Does she actually like the tigers and the lions in the wild, or does she just want to have fame like Joe does?
Yeah, well, Rebecca Chaiklin actually had some positive things to say about Carol Baskin's mission on Good Morning America. Take a look at this.
What Carol and Howard are doing in terms of raising awareness about the issue of big cats in captivity, they should be applauded for.
Jeremy, do you think that Carol was depicted poorly?
Well, I'm not surprised. As I was watching it, I thought her and her husband are not going to like the way they're depicted. I'm not surprised to hear that. But then again, they said what they said, and the cases that are referenced from the past they kind of are what they are. There's a lot on public record and a lot of footage for them to pull from about how that all unfolded. So.
Yeah, I mean, she put something on her website about a lot of things that she felt were wrong or depicted inaccurately. There wasn't a huge meat grinder. It was a small one. I don't know. But obviously now it's very like he said, she said. Either way, this series has a lot of fans, even celebrities. Cardi B is the latest star to binge watch it. Looks like she's taking Joe Exotic's side. So on Saturday, she tweeted this, about to start a GoFundMe account for Joe. He shall be free. As of Monday morning, the tweet has amassed over 47,000 likes. Even though it's Cardi B, she could probably just spend some money.
Cardi should.
You saw right there, Carol Baskins could be the subject due to this Netflix series, could have that cold case reopened and re-examined once again to see did she play a part in her husband's death, and a lot of people think she did. The jury's still out on that. All right, speaking of the jury, let's see what you people had to say about Tiger King, the madness, the mayhem, and the murder. How do you people feel? And it goes from a right. Let's take a look.
Child, can we just take a second to talk about the ratchet trailer park ho-dunk trash that is the Tiger King on Netflix? I started watching it and honestly, I couldn't stop. I never seen so many crooked, unbuttered biscuits and unseasoned turnips in my life. It was a mess.
Hashtag free my man Joe Exotic.
You know, I can't stand that Carol Baskin walking around like her shit don't stink. If you look up hypocrite in the dictionary, you'll see a picture of that bitch.
If you're gonna lock up Joe, you need to lock them all up. They all a bunch of crooks, if you ask me.
Ain't no way in hell I'm about to work at anybody's zoo getting $100 a week. That's criminal if you ask me.
Can someone tell me how many wives Dr. Antle actually had? Child, I don't know, but he's like the white version of R. Kelly.
So do y'all believe that Joe deserves to be in jail right now? Hell no. I say I want to kill people all the time. Don't mean I want to actually do it.
I just feel if you're gonna lock one of them up, you need to lock all of them up. Ashana-na-bo-ba. Well, let's ask the petty audience what they think. How did y'all feel about Tiger King on Netflix? And do y'all believe that Joe Exotic should be released from jail? Comment below, bitches.
Here's all these people filming Joe being dragged around and nobody's going in there to rescue him.
Yeah! Go! Get! Ain't nobody help me. Nobody.
I typically stay out of white folks' business, but baby, I cannot let this slide. What in the fruitylicious, meth head, killers, pimps, lions, tigers, and bears kind of mess did I just watch? The Tiger King, aka Joe, erotic, narcotic, exotic, all that in one. This man was a straight up fool. I'm just saying, y'all gotta watch it. This shit was straight up interesting. I was glued and I binge watched the whole goddamn thing. It was a hillbilly country ass mess. They had the workers that was working looking like retired crackheads, street fighters, and old dried out lesbians. They all looked like albino prunes with long hair just working. Limbs and shit missing. I don't know if a tiger got a hold to them or if they sold them for some meth, crack, or whatever. I wouldn't be goddamn surprised. One dude was missing 2 whole legs. I was like, okay, Mr. Sir, you must have got high. I don't know what the hell y'all was doing in this part of Oklahoma, but I tell you what, the whole goddamn staff on Joe's team and them other teams, they make goddamn rednecks look like first class citizens. I'm talking about grade A. I mean, every goddamn body looked like they donated some of their teeth to the Red Cross. I'm telling y'all now, they got the workers at the Waffle House beat. They were so far gone off the drugs and the materialistic shit at the fact that one of Joe's husbands said that he really wasn't gay for real. Mr. Sir, you went all the way to the altar with this booty. You telling me that you ain't gay for real? Now, I know a few dudes that went gay for a hamburger Jordans and a dime bag, but they didn't walk down the aisle with the supplier. Why would you do that if you know that you wouldn't sway that way for real? I promise y'all, I'm gonna try not to give it all away. They had a snitch on there that was built like a plus size rat with a bob. Oh my Y'all gotta see this man. Got 3 Lord Farquaads from Shrek put together. Cause that's how his ass built and that's what the hell he looked like. My opinion, I think Joe would have been an amazing country singer. It's his lady named Curl. She is not to be played with. They say this heifer is a witch and she's supposed to be killed her husband. The millionaire just dissed a goddamn pig. They don't know if she fed him to the tigers or pushed him out of a goddamn airplane. Whatever she did, I don't want no goddamn smoke. Cause she tried to sink goddamn Joe Exotic. That she tried to drain his bank account. She went after the mama, the daddy, cousin, the granddaddy, and the tigers, lions, and bears. I ain't fucking with her. I can't say what I really feel because I don't need her to come sue me, but I can show you. No, for real though, I encourage y'all to go watch this because this is some pure buffoonery, country, crazy madness.
Okay, out of my wrist.
I have to tell you, after going through the news every day, I just want to watch Tiger King. That's all I want to do. I just want to watch Tiger King.
Yeah, that seems to be the same choice the nation is making at this time.
Yeah, everybody's talking about Tiger King. Everybody in my own family is talking about Tiger King. And Tanya and I, who have actually been, doing stuff, we're like, what are you talking about? And my kids were like, Dad, you have to watch this. I mean, the 30-year-olds all the way down to Cheyenne, all of them are like, Dad, it's a toothless marvel. I think people are watching it because it makes you feel so much better about yourself.
Yeah, they're apparently giant disasters. This group of people, and it's one thing to go viral and be this like crazy success story on Netflix. That's already a really good place to be in. But when in this time, when everybody's at home and everybody's watching way more TV than is possibly healthy, can you imagine how? I mean, the numbers on this show right now.
Oh my gosh, no!
It's incredible, and I don't know that all that much about it. I do want to watch it though. I mean, just because everybody is saying how great it is.
Yeah, I started watching it last night, and to say the Tiger King himself is eccentric is really an understatement. Yeah. Some of the people probably locked away in Bellevue are eccentric. This guy is nuts. And you know what's crazy is they were talking about how there are more big cats in captivity in private zoos in people's backyards in the United States than there are big cats in the wild over the entire planet. What? They said you'd be really surprised how many big cats are around you right now. No. That's like a cat lady on steroids. That should be, you should have to register. You know what I mean? With the neighborhood. Hey, I've got a lion in the backyard. Don't you think?
This is America, Glenn. This is America you're talking about. When you have a giant cat, you put it in the backyard. You try to fence it in if possible. That's this country.
Yeah. So this is America, and America doesn't have big cats in the wild. You know what I mean? If you had like a bunch of coyotes, you'd be like, okay, we ain't got a bunch of coyotes. All right, I get it. It's weird. But you've got an African tiger in the backyard. I think we should know about that. Maybe it's just me.
Spy culture has penetrated even you. Look at that.
Yeah, it has. Yeah, it has. Now, there's a real problem we have to solve. The big cat culture.
We had Glenn Beck, a conservative pundit, to ordinary people reacting to Tiger King and how they feel their views and their deception of the show, the hit series. So Tiger King kind of gaining traction and gaining momentum. But this show is still a cult following, America's new guilty pleasure. Even Tiger King had lovers that he tried to convert them, and they were straight to convert them being gay. And it's just, wow. It's just a weird, wacky circus. If you tell me, if you watch those 7 episodes, you're going to be compelled, enlightened, and you're going to be looking like, why am I watching this show? But it's so bad. It's so good to be bad, but it's so bad to be good. It's like It's horrible, but you just keep on watching. It's like a guilty pleasure. So I hope, and speaking of with Tiger King, he's in jail. So he plotted to murder the woman, and now he's paying for it. I don't know how he got the money. He ain't had no money, but hey, that's for another day. All right, folks. Thank you all once again for watching this edition of Viral, where we talked about the life and the rise and fall of Tiger King due to the fact Tiger King's in jail. I've been your host, Kendrick Dick, saying so long, and we'll see you next time for another edition of Viral.